Okay, you guys, I'm getting ready to make our dinner for tonight, which is going to be a chicken broccoli casserole. I'm going to use what's left of the macaroni and cheese that was discounted because I made two boxes. So this is the second box. Here is more of that chicken that I cooked the other day when I bought the four chickens. I've already cooked two. I've got two in the refrigerator ready to cook. So we're going to use some of this chicken. This is the broccoli that I got for $3.48 for this huge bag. They're normally like $7.99. So I went ahead and I got this. We'll probably use about half of it or less because this is the dish we're going to make. We're not going to make a huge casserole just because it's the two of us, and I also want to use the broccoli for other things. Um, I'm going to use some of this seasoning. This is a Thai green coconut curry seasoning. I got it on discount for 99 cents. So we're going to use some of that. We're going to make this a Thai chicken curry macaroni and cheese casserole. I don't know what to call it. We're going to use some cream of onion soup in there. We're going to use an onion. We've got our mayonnaise, and then I've got these two little portions of cheese. We're going to use that first, and then we will use more cheddar cheese that I have in the fridge. So let's get started. Okay, so I have my broccoli cut. I did really fine, small but fine kind of pieces of broccoli in here. Okay, I've got my onions chopped. I just did one onion. This is going to be very oniony, and I think the coconut curry sauce is going to bring up that sweet a little bit to make it just a little bit better. Okay, so we've got we have our broccoli and our onions. I wish I had this set up just a little bit more. Let's see here. Let me see if I can do that. Okay, so that's a little better. As long as it don't fall in the dishwater like it did once before. Okay, so we're going to get our macaroni and cheese in here. And you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking we should put some bell pepper, some red bell pepper in there. So I'm going to grab one of these. Yes, yes, yes. Rinse it off. And I'm only going to use some of it, and then the rest of it will go to the goats. So let's just do that much, and then I'll make that for the goats. Okay. So let me get this cut. Okay. Let's get our red bell peppers in there. Closer. Let's get that chopped up in there together and that ready to rock and roll. It's actually some really pretty colors. And you know what? That might be too much for that casserole dish, but we're going to test drive it anyway. All right. So we're going to get our chicken ready. So let's get our chicken ready to rock and roll. Okay, let's get our chicken in. Closer. I did leave some big chunks, but they will break up as I start cutting or stirring. So it's kind of dry right now, but look at the colors. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so we're going to get out our Thai green coconut curry that we got on reduced. And I'm thinking we're going to use about half of it. So let's see what we got here. Here, smell that. Whoops, where you at? Okay. Sprinkle that in. And I used about half of it. Get that. I want the powder to coat to them before I put the cream of soup and the mayonnaise in, because I actually want to coat the dry ingredients with this so it don't just decaying in the sauce so that it actually does adhere to the broccoli and the everything. So that's why I did it that way. So we've got our cream of onion soup. We're going to get that in there. Ta-da! Get that incorporated. Now our mayonnaise is going to bring the sweetness back to this very oniony kind of casserole, and it's going to help with the binding. So, oh my gosh, you guys, this smells wonderful. I haven't gotten into my salad yet. I've been too busy doing other chores. And so, let's see here. Put a little more mayonnaise. Mayonnaise. I really think that I hate mayonnaise because I got sick as a very, very, very young child. And through my childhood, I just really didn't like it. Didn't want anything to do with it. Had no reason to not like it. But if I tasted it in something, I knew it was there. Okay, so let me get that mixed up. Okay, so I set my oven to 350, and I have a sprayed casserole dish here. The reason I like to use this one on casseroles is because it has a lid. There's 2 of us, and so even one of these smaller casseroles can feed us for a couple of days. Like I'll have it for dinner, and then lunch the next day. He'll have it for dinner 2 nights. So, you know, that's how we eat. Yeah. All right, so here we go. Let's get our concoction in here. Oops. And the one good thing about this is that your chicken is already cooked. You know, making casseroles with raw meat, I don't do it. I've seen people do it, and I just think, how can you possibly get everything just right if the meat is not cooked? I mean, I've seen it. I'm just saying. Okay, so we've got this in here. It's pretty good. The colors are pretty. It's pretty healthy. I mean, minus the mayonnaise, but you know what? If you eat eggs. Okay. So now let's top it with our Parmesan cheese. And our cheddar cheese. We used up some already opened cheeses. Something I really like for the topping. Oops. Let's see here. Here it is. Some paprika, just to make that pretty color. And there we go. We're going to pop it in the oven, and it'll probably take about, I don't know, 40 minutes, maybe 40, 45. And here are 2 little goats that are absolutely so mad at me. Do you like broccoli? I do like the pepperies, she said. It is so hard. It's been so wet and so crappy. And the poor little babies, they want to stay in the barn, and I just will not allow them to stay in the barn. I'm like, no. So I've spread a whole bale of straw out here. I spread it yesterday, and they were pretty happy, but it rained again last night. So it's wet again. But I want them out here. I don't want them in that daggone barn. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. And maybe I'll show you some of my casserole later on when I start showing the babies. Y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance.